Hello, fellow Digidestins, and welcome back to the final round of my last weekly matchup, my last weekly locals. As you know, I'll be piloting Imperial, blue, green, and my opponent, Owen, is playing Imperial Virus version, so red, purple. Nothing left to say, so let's jump right into it. So let's start the match. I will hatch with Chivimon, Evo into V, and play my Davis Can. He will draw Minamon, hatch Minamon, Evo into Wormmon, and I guess he could go into level 4 and then go into level 5 already. Like 4 memory is a lot. Here he's thinking. So he does go into the Showdown promo. Doesn't do anything in hatching. And yeah, he goes into a level 5 into Imperialdramon, putting me at 3. Here I will... Do I race here? I'm not sure. I actually don't remember this match even after editing. So start a main, Vmon, and then Vmon plays 3. Or searches 3, grabs Tamer and a card with free in the street. I'll play a second Davis Can, putting him at 1. I believe here he raises and then checks like 3 secured or something like that. So it goes into Dragon mode. Dragon mode, when attacking, he may Digivolve into a fighter mode. And then fighter mode, trashes, and then when trashed, kill DP Digimon. And then checks 2. And then no tamers play by effects or Digimon, so my Davis goes to the trash. Here I Evo in the back into the EX-XV for 2. I don't think I paid the cost. I'm trolling. I'm cheating. Vmon on play, reveal 3. Looks like I'll be grabbing the Wormmon or Sting. Sting, okay. Honestly, these two are like probably like the worst pieces to grab. Here I'm thinking is like, nah, I'm gonna grab the Wormmon instead. Yeah, because like the Sting, okay, and then play Wormmon searches 3. And then I grab, what do I grab? I grabbed the good Sting one. Yeah, so having starter deck Sting and then EX1's XV is kind of not good because you don't get the memory when DNA digivolving, which is kind of the whole point of being able to like have more plays. So that's how I feel. Like these two are like, I mean, if I have to grab them, it's like I guess I have to. Yeah, I think this game I just got destroyed. I didn't find my pieces. Here Vmon trashes a Flamedramon to draw 2. And then plays Analog Youth. Analog Youth reveals 3. Grabs a Digimon, I believe, and then trashes the rest. And then might go at 2. So here, I guess I have to raise. So I've raised effective Davis Can. Play Wormmon. Wormmon reveals 3. I grabbed 2 here, luckily, but it's kind of dookie. I guess I go into the Stingmon. Yeah, for 2. Then DNA. Do I have the good DNA? The good Imperialdramon? I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't have the good Imperialdramon. Effective Dino, gain 1, or sorry, Sting. Effective Davis Ken, gain 1 each, and then trash 6 sources, and then Imperialdramon when DNA Digivolve, bottom at 6k. Bottom deck at 6k or under. Bottom deck the Vmon. He still has a body on board who can unfortunately swing. And then a Wormon in the back. So I don't think there's a way for me of stopping it unless I was thinking of maybe if I go into, so Imperialdramon swings, I draw 1 from Demi V, I draw 1 from Vmon on suspend when attacking. I was hoping to draw the dragon mode, or sorry, the fighter mode, BT12 dragon mode, fighter mode, I think. That becomes a blocker. That's why I didn't swing the second time, so I can have a body on the board ready to block. And then here, I believe I go into another DNA Digivolve. Oh no, I go into Fighter Ace. Yeah, honestly, this is pretty bad. Like, I believe this is pretty bad play just because he can just like up the Warmom and swing. Unless, yeah, even if there's no, if I'd have gone into another Imperialdramon on my second stack with XV Stingmon, I would potentially threat another fighter mode ace, but I didn't. So, so I bottom deck his fighter ace, his fighter mode. And then here he erases Wormon. I think he could just swim, but he plays it safe. So start a main Wormon can Digivolve into a Digimon with reduced cost of 1. Goes into Shadramon. Shadramon when Digivolving gets to play a Wormon or Vmon from the trash. I think here he's looking, he's thinking. I think he does play another Wormon, like the other Wormon that he had on the racing area. Yeah. So this guy has an on play, so it's not on the starter main. So on play, evolves for 1 into Shadramon and then activates into a DNA Digivolve. They DNA Digivolve into Dino B, I believe, who gets to play at level 5. Yeah, so Dino Bmon, when DNA Digivolving, gets to play a level 5 Digimon from the trash, plays Dino Bmon, and he gets Rush. So he has two checks. So he syncs with Dino B, and I'm like, yeah, bro, you got it. So second game, I decide to go second. Gotta get that extra draw, extra hand on my hand, extra card on my hand. Plays Analog Youth, grabs the Digimon, trashes the rest. I draw, hatch Chibimon, of course. Go into Wormon and then draw. No, so I'll play Davis Gun. Pretty good, I guess. Then put him at 2. Here, let's see what he does. He raises the Wormon. There's no effect on the Wormon. Nothing on the trash yet. Goes into Shadramon, who has a May effect, so he doesn't do the May effects. Plays another Analog Youth. Reveal 3, grab 1, trash the rest. Putting me at 2. What do I have in my hand? I don't think I can see clearly. Okay, I do have a V that I can use with Davis and Ken. So yeah, Davis and Ken start a main. Plays the Vmon. Vmon on play search is 3. I grab the XV. And then I think I just Evo in the back for 2 into the XV draw. And based on my hand, I think I go into Imperialdramon on the back. Yeah, I was missing the Stingmon, and I couldn't just keep giving him tempo. So I was just like, okay, I need to wave him in the back. At least it has jamming, so if I were to swing twice, I'm not gonna die. But yeah, I give him 4 memory. So he goes Wormon. I think, I wish I could see his hand, but I don't think his hand is looking that spicy. But I mean, he also has access to trash, so it doesn't really matter. So he plays Vmon, V1 on play. I think he trashes. Yeah, it's a May, so he does trash a Showdown to draw 2. And then what else does he do? Evos into Flamedramon, and then here he DNAs into a Dino B. When Digivolving, plays a Digimon from the trash, level 5 or lower, plays the Vmon, and then Vmon, I believe he trashes another card to draw 2 more. Yeah. Here, I'm not sure what gives him Blitz, because the memories are 1. I actually don't remember if there's a way for him to gain Blitz, because I know it's Rush, but there's no Blitz. Unless I'll look at the Dino Beamon again, but I'm not quite sure where the Blitz comes from. But he checks Hex, and then he does have Partition, does he not? Huh. Oh, there's no partition. It was a battle. Never mind. I'm trolling. Okay, next time he plays the Dino B, I'll pause and see and read what it says. He just evos into XV, just to give me least amount of memory as possible. So here, erase. Start the main Davis Ken. We'll play out a Wormon. Wormon on play searches 3. I grab what XV. It doesn't seem like I have the Stingmon yet. So yeah, XV it is. And here I'm like, well, I have jamming, so might as well swing. And then suspend the XV. I don't get to unsuspend. I draw 1 from the Chivimon. He checks a Madishita. So now he has a memory setter. So I then go into Dragon mode, I believe. I do have Stingmon, but I don't have enough memory. So yeah, I think I'd go into Dragon mode. So Dragon mode, when Digivolving, I suspend the Mat or one of the analogs, and then select the Mat Ishida to suspend, so I unsuspend myself. And then here, there's actually a misplay. He does have Mat Ishida. I'm like 90% sure he's a memory setter. And then gains 1 when an effect trashes a card by tapping the mat. But I believe he is a memory setter. So he should be a 3. I'm like 80% correct. Races the Wormon. Start a main. Gets to Digivolve into Showdown for 1. And he's asking how much memory he's at, and I'm like, well, I Digivolve for 3, putting you at 2, and we still forget about Madishita, unfortunately. So he does Digivolve for 1. And then Showdown, when Digivolving, he gets to play a level 4 or lower, or sorry, a Vmon or Wormon, and then plays Wormon. Wormon on play Digivolves from trash. Showdown, when Digivolving, he gets to DNA Digivolve. So let's see. Raid, Rush, because he was a 1 when he swung with Dino Beamon. And then you may play when level 5. Okay. I think Shadramon is end of turn. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We'll just leave it as a misplay. It's okay. So here, if DNA Digivolve, he gets to play a level 5 or lower from trash. Plays a Dino B. Gains Rush. And then here, I'm like, oh, I guess I get to activate my Dragon mode here. He's like, yeah, I'll just wait till I resolve my effects, and then, yeah, you can play. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Do you have anything else? It's like, nah. Okay, so I go into fighter mode. Now, this is another huge misplay. So this fighter mode, so it says here, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards, then return one of their suspended Digimon to the hand. By returning one Dragon mode from this Digivolution's cards to the hand, instead return all of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Now, it was just a big misunderstanding, a big confusion on both ends. Here I think he suspends everything. I return my Dragon mode to my hand, and then he bottom decks everything. Which it should have been just the Dino Beamon, because that's the only one with no sources. Here I'm reading the card, but yeah, we just English is hard, you know? So it should have been just the Dino Beamon, and then by returning my Dragon mode, he should bottom deck the Dino Beamon only. And XV and Dino Beamon should not be suspended. But here, unfortunately, huge misplay. Bottom decks everything. He does get partitioned though, and I'm pretty sure he does go into another stack. So, but yeah, that's a big misplay. I'm pretty sure he does go into either a Dino or Imperialdramon, and then he hard plays a Imperialdramon, then DNA Digivolves into a Dragon mode. Yeah, so Dino B, and then Dino B effect. Plays level 5 or lower from trash without paying its cost. Plays the Vmon. I believe he trashes. So effective Vmon. I think he trashes. Yeah, Vmon to draw 2. And then I think he does hard play the what do you call it? The Imperialdramon here. Yeah, so Imperialdramon for 8. Effect end of turn. Shadramon has you may DNA Digivolve. So DNA Digivolves into a Dragon mode. Ace, I believe. Yeah, so this, when Digivolve and delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 11k or less, then if DNA Digivolve, this Digimon may Digivolve into a fighter mode in hand or trash without paying the cost. So he does go into fighter mode still. So he pops my Wormmon, and then he goes into fighter mode. And then fighter mode, when Digivolving, trash, and then because the card was trash, delete highest DP Digimon. I don't have partition, so my stack is just deleted. I do go to 8. So let's see what I can do with 8. Hatch the Chibi, Evo, or starter main. No starter main. Perfect. Evo in the back into XV. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I do hard play the Paladin mode here. I think that should be an okay setup. So I do play the Paladin Ace. So on play, trashes all the sources from all the Digimon, then puts all the trash into the bottom of a deck of either my deck or my opponent's deck. So I get to decide if I want my trash to be at the bottom of my deck or if I want my opponent's trash to be at the bottom of their deck. Obviously, since I am playing against purple, it's obviously the best choice to always pick opponents, but since it is purple and purple has access to trash, I'm like, you can just put that shit back into your deck. And I do keep turn because he does have overflow from the Dragon Ace. So overflow gives me 4, and I just hard play my Davis. And then Davis, I think he only grabs 1 card, and I think I go for the Vmon here. So I have Davis and Ken ready for next turn. So Owen hatches the Minamon. What can he do? He could make a line on the Vmon if he wanted to have board presence. I mean, that fighter mode, you're not moving that fighter mode at all unless you swing into security and dies. So it evolves into Salamimon for 1. Swings into Vmon. I think he's oh, they both die. 1k into 1k. I forgot he was 1k. Vmon on play. He will trash Imperialdramon to draw 2. Then might go. Oh, he taps the mat. There you go. So keeps turn. Swings with fighter. Fighter trades. They're both 13. And then I think he was just trying to get rid of bodies. Yeah. It goes into Shadramon, and Shadramon with Digivolve plays Vmon. Vmon on play, trashes card to draw 2. But I think he just wanted Digimon with no sources on the board because, I mean, this is my thinking of his way of thinking, to have bodies with no sources because my Paladin mode can just keep swinging. Starter main, Davis Ken plays the V1, Vmon on play, searches 3. I believe I grabbed the Imperialdramon here because I do have a Stingmon on hand. He was wondering if that Vmon was already on play, and I'm like, no, this Davis Ken, I played it just now. Evo into Sting, DNA Digivolve into Imperialdramon. Gain 1 from each Stingmon and 1 NXV. Gain 1 from Davis Ken, tapping him to trash the Vmon. So now there's 2 Digimon with no sources. Here I decide to, I think I swing into security. So swing security. When attacking, I will draw 1 from Vmon, draw 1 from Demi Vmon, and then I would suspend a Digimon. If I don't suspend a Digimon, I unsuspend myself with jamming. And then swing again. Draw 1 from Vmon. Forgot to draw 1 from Vmon, that's okay. Paladin mode, when attacking, by returning 1 Digimon to the bottom of the deck with no sources, unsuspend that Digimon. Swing again, bottom deck the Vmon. And then swing for game. We go to game 3. Game 3, I go first. I hatch a Chibi, Evo into V. And then Evo into XV for 2. He then hatches into Minamon. Evo is into Wormmon. And then he plays Wormmon, I think. Yeah, so Wormmon on play reveals 3. He has 1 purple or red card with 3 in his straight. What does he grab? Does he grab another Wormmon? I believe there's a time where he has like 3 Wormmons on board. I could be wrong. I am wrong. I think I just play Davis and Ken here. There's really not much else to play here. No. So he races the Wormon. He evos for 2. Oh yeah, there you go. See? And then Shadramon gets to play a Wormon or a Vmon. Plays a Wormon. Wormon on play. Reveals 3. Whole shenanigans stuff. And then evos into Shadramon. Purple Shadramon. DNA Digivolves into Dragon mode. Holy, this deck is broken. Oh, Dino B, and then Dino B plays a Imperialdramon with Rush. See, I don't understand. I am on 1. There's no blitz. Am I just misunderstanding keywords now? Like, I don't know. Am I getting this wrong? Just let me know in the comments down below, because I'm actually so confused. I've just noticing these things when I'm watching the VOD, not while playing. I don't know where he gets the blitz from. Because Rush is just when, like, he gets to attack. Like, no summon in sickness. That's Rush. There's no blitz. Anyways, Davis and Ken play the shitty Wormon. That reveals 3, and that's a 2-colored Digimon. So I think I grabbed the Paladin mode here. And Digivolve into Sting. I know I have it, and I know I have the Imperialdramon. End of turn. DNA Digivolve into Imperialdramon. Gain 1 from Stingmon, gain 1 from XV, gain 1 from Davis Ken. Tap to strip 3 sources. With Davis and Ken, I decide to strip the middle 3. The top 3. And then when DNA Digivolving, suspend and nothing on suspense. Here, I'll swing through the Wormon with piercing. Draw 1 from Demi V on suspend because I don't suspend anything else. Checks the analog youth. Checks, grabs the, what was that? I think fighter mode. And then trashes the rest. Do I go for another swing? Yes. And that's it, just 1 check. Jamming. What's the play here? Dragon mode. Put him on my 1. And then when digivolving, I'll make it so analog can't unsuspend. And then I'll select my Dragon mode to unsuspend. To suspend analog youth, to unsuspend my Digimon. And then nothing on suspense. So here, even with 1, I think he still has, like, so he DNA Digivolves into Dragon mode. Dragon mode will swing. He evos into Fighter when attacking, or if DNA Digivolve, I think. And then Fighter mode will trash, and then delete highest DP. And then I don't have partition because of the fighter mode effect. So yippee! So cool! And then 2 checks. This doesn't get played. Holy shite, bro. I think I just lose here. Like, there's nothing else that I can do. I think I hard play Paladin mode here. But he has 2 checks, so even then that doesn't even matter. Yeah. So he's go at 8. He raises the Wormon. There's no sort of main, no trash. But I mean, with this much memory, yeah, he can definitely go into another Dragon mode or whatever. Plays Wormon. Wormon reveals 3. I mean, he could potentially just swing Dragon Fighter mode and then Wormon. Like, there's no aces anymore. But hey, let's play it safe. So play the Wormon. Trying to see what he has. I don't think he has anything left. I mean, there's flares I can't see. Yeah, I don't know. I see a Shadramon. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, is he not gonna pay the cost? He was 2. DNA Digivolve. Imperialdramon. Swing 13, and then yeah, swing with Dragon mode. Or Fighter mode. So yeah, that was the end of the last round of locals for last week. I will start editing the ones for this week. We'll try to put them out starting Monday. This will go out tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, there's nothing much to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Ta-ta!